There's nothing worse than a person who always thinks they're right. You know the kind I'm talking about, that person who goes on and, even when presented with the facts, refutes them. While there's nothing worse than these people, if you're aware of the most self-righteous zodiac signs who pull this BS, you can do your best to avoid them, and then you won't have to check their horoscope to see why they act this way. Here are the 7 zodiac signs who think they're always right, and will never budge. First in our list. Number 1, Aries, March 21, April 19. A Gemini may take the cake on always thinking he's right. There's actually a zodiac sign that's even worse, Aries. When it comes to never backing down, even when it's been made more than clear that they're wrong, don't expect Aries to budge. While some self-righteous zodiac signs might concede, after a ton of pressure to do so, Aries isn't one of them. It's exhausting to say the least to both witness and, I imagine, to be an Aries, too. Number 2, Gemini, May 21, June 20. Oh, Gemini, you two-headed monster, you. The problem with Gemini and that dual personality thing they have going on is that while one part of them always thinks they're right, there's another part that doesn't feel the same way. Granted, it's this latter part of Gemini we'll never see when it comes to a battle of who's right and who's wrong, but it does exist, in the deep recesses of their somewhat twisted and stubborn half-brain. So, yes, it's in there somewhere even for Trump. Although, in his case, maybe not, maybe that's just wishful thinking. Number 3, Taurus, April 20, May 20. Speaking of stubborn, it's the stubborn nature that makes Taurus always think they're right. But thanks to their somewhat down-to-earth mentality, they do have the ability to admit they're wrong after they've been presented with facts. But, like facts supporting those facts, they are too stubborn to cave that easily. Number 4, Pisces, February 19, March 20. Ugh, Pisces, and I typed that, ugh, with love because my mother is a Pisces. Also, my sister is an Aries, so how fun for me. While Pisces may not have you banging your head against a brick wall the way Aries and Gemini will, as they demand how right they are, they will have you seriously considering pulling your hair out. Pisces doesn't mean to be such an ass about standing their ground in what they think they're correct about, but because they often feel that they're not being heard enough, they do it somewhat out of spite. Number 5, Leo, July 23, August 22. There's one thing and one thing alone that makes Leo always think they're right: pride. Pride, although a great quality in some, is a nightmarish one in Leo because they have far too much of it. Although Leo may be able to admit they're wrong when they're home alone at night, in the dark, under the bed. For the sake of their pride, you'll never witness a Leo throw their hands up and yell, "Fine, you win, I'm wrong." Number 6, Cancer, June 21, July 22. The reason Cancer always thinks they're right is simply because they're too sensitive to admit they might be wrong. When someone admits they're wrong, it involves apologize and the whole 9 yards. Cancer doesn't roll that way, it's too much for them. So, instead, they always think they're right to avoid having to be put center stage by admitting to a mess up. Number 7, Libra, September 23, October 22. Although Libra may be 7th on this list, this annoying trait of theirs should be taken very seriously. Why? Because for Libra it's more of a game than anything. Their love for manipulating situations is what keeps them acting like they think they're right, even though they've already made peace with the fact that they're wrong.